I would like to introduce our next speaker. As I said, Monte was the first father that I ever taught in childbirth class who heard about unassisted birth and was like, cool, let's learn more. And Julia went on to have a huge baby. What was Madeline, like 11 pounds or something? She was 10, 12. So, and this was a VBAC. She had, well, Monte can tell you all about it. Here's Monte Magill.
Thanks. She just cut my talk in half there by telling you some of our birth stories. No, I'm just kidding. Let me see if I can get hooked up here. Now, the career that I have is a technical career, but I'll warn you, it's not in electronics. Usually these presentations go pretty well, but today, for some reason, I'm having some troubles with getting everything up and going. But while that's warming up, I wanted to get a picture myself of everybody here. So everyone's got to smile real big when I do this, okay? 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, now I can say I at least made everyone smile once. And I can put that into a show sometime later on. How about that? Now, I don't know if we can see this very well. Some of that might just sort of flip through some of this. One of the things I've realized longer ago than I care to admit, really, is that each day that we have ends up becoming part of the good old days. And I also realize that the good old days, a lot of times, are the good old days because when we think about things or remember those times, they're the good old days because sometimes we filter out the bad things or we know what has happened. And because we know what has happened, we feel more comfortable with it. Just like in life now, each day that we go into, if we know what's going to happen, I think we are a little more at ease with the day. And I think the same thing goes for the unassisted childbirth, and certainly from a father's perspective. So my presentation actually is going to be to us men in here, but I know that as we talk here, the women are going to want to eavesdrop, and they're going to want to listen to what we say anyways. So we'll have a chat, and they'll be around anyways, and they'll listen to this. So I'm giving this from a father's perspective. A free bird. When does a free bird, when will it actually return? Now, I apologize. This is what happens. I told you I have a technical job, but it's not with computers. On my computer here, this looks lovely up here, but up here it's got cropped off on that side over there. So if John Madden were here, you'd be drawing circles over here saying, "See, this is supposed to be way over here, so you can see it," but it's not. So I'm going to turn this around a little bit so that at least I can see what I'm going to talk about here. If I had the opportunity this week to actually take, actually last night, as a matter of fact, to take all but my youngest child out camping. We went camping at a reservoir not too far from our house with a church group and had a great time. The kids stayed up till all hours of the night. It was hard to get them to sleep. So if I end up slurring some of my words today, it's not because I've been drinking, or at least that I freely admit to anybody, but it's because we had a late night and a fun time. So it was part of the good old days again. But earlier this week, I had the opportunity to help free a young dove from our fireplace. Somehow I had accidentally left the flue open, and the dove came down, and I had it planned out perfect. I knew exactly what I was going to do. I was going to open the front gate just enough of glass, just enough to throw a towel in there, put it over top of it, grab it, take it outside, and let it go. Well, when I tried to put the towel in, I threw it on the bird, but the bird went out from under the towel. So I had to throw away the towel and get rid of that idea and just reach in with my own hands and try to grab the bird. And actually, the bird was very cooperative. I guess it had been there long enough. I don't know how long it had been there. Actually, it might have been there for 3 or 4 days, but I'd only noticed it the night before. And I grabbed it, and it was just very peaceful and very calm. And I thought, oh, this is very nice. But I noticed when I was holding it, I had one of the wings really crooked up, you know, sort of odd. And I thought, okay, well, let me just try to get a better hold on it. So I let go just enough, and it took off in the house. But it wasn't gone for very long. It went straight for a ceiling fan. Oh, that's right. It did not make it. So the terrible thing was, I don't know how long this bird had been in the chimney. It had been sitting there for a while inside her fireplace. And it was trapped in there, but when it finally got free, it wasn't, not in my house, it wasn't very safe. Fortunately, so far, with assisting in childbirths, we've been a lot better. We've had 3 childbirths, and we've got 3 beautiful children from that. We have 2 beautiful children before that. Let me also talk a little bit about fatherhood in general. And me, giving it to you from my perspective. Assisting in a child's birth and being a coach to my wife and my mate in that, to me, I don't think necessarily makes me anything particularly special. It doesn't take anything particularly special to be able to do it. It does make me maybe a little bit different. It doesn't make me anything extraordinary. But you know, one of the things that comes along, I think, with fatherhood and being a part of it, being a parent, are some of the obligations. But you know,